Referencing is basically acknowledging any external sources of information that we use in our work. First of all, we reference to acknowledge that we're using someone else's work. Also, we need to reference to reinforce our arguments. So, if we've made a point in our work, then using an external source basically backs that up. Referencing also allows us to clarify which ideas are our own original ideas. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, we need to reference to avoid being accused of plagiarism. Plagiarism is basically presenting someone else's work as if it's your own. Now, when it's done on purpose and it's work copied from somewhere else, that is deliberate plagiarism, and that is something that most people wouldn't even think about doing. But what is harder to define is accidental plagiarism, where you make a simple mistake in your referencing and technically you could be accused of it. So, an example would be if you put a quote in your work and forget to put quotation marks in. So, even though it's a genuine mistake, technically that still is plagiarism, just accidental plagiarism. But the good news is, as long as you do your citations and referencing correctly, then you will never be accused of any kind of plagiarism. However, before we move on from plagiarism, it is worth emphasizing the point that copying and pasting text or images from an external source of information without providing a citation and referencing is definitely plagiarism and should be avoided. Basically, you have to reference everything that you use, and that's regardless of what kind of format of information we're talking about. So we're including in that journals, ebooks, books, pictures, Bob clips, YouTube clips, anything that comes from an external source needs to be referenced in your work. Thanks for watching. And if you want any more help with referencing or anything to do with your college work, then you can book a one-to-one by contacting us through libraries at nptcgroup.ac.uk or calling into your campus library.